Hey, welcome to the Black and Gold Standard Podcast. And today we want to get into the ops for the Baltimore Ravens. The six top players that I think that the Pittsburgh Steelers definitely have to find a way to control if they want to have any opportunity of winning this game. So these are the guys that I feel like the Steelers definitely gotta make some things happen with them. And you know, it seems like Lamar is probably going to play, so that's going to even add another dynamic to the Ravens as far as from the quarterback position. Even though I still believe this is going to be a King Henry type of game. Let's see what you got there. Is Watt playing? They really haven't said. They haven't said. Um, I think it's going to be a game time decision. Honestly, I haven't looked at the injury report, but I'm thinking that at minimum he's probably going to be questionable. But it's going to probably be a game time decision. But you know, we'll we'll see how that goes. But this is well, I'm not gonna say this is what the Steelers wanted, but this is what they um, got themselves into a winner take all game. So with that said, let's um let's get into the guys that I think the Steelers definitely gotta worry about and try to control and you know and see what they can get done because even before I get into this, I just want to say uh, most Steeler fans we are not happy over this situation. I believe I just think team was had a 4 game lead and wasted it away. Then on top of that, I mean, you had a situation where Joe Burrow and Lamar for the most part was injured a lot of the season, so you got some breaks off of that, and I just believe um, it's just disappointing. It's very disappointing. So I don't know what else to say about this situation. Kind of tired of it. I think a lot of Steeler fans are tired of it, and we just have to see. We'll have to see what's going to happen here, but it's not a good situation. But anyway, let's go right into it. So obviously, um, op number one is going to be Lamar Jackson. Um, you know, I don't really know how healthy he is. I don't know what his situation. I don't know if he got broke ribs or just the the bad back. But I think Lamar is he just been going through it this year. I mean, it's been different things, different situations, and just a lot of bumps and bruises. And you're gonna get that when you play that type of game that he play. You're gonna get that. So with that said, let's look at Lamar. He's 181 out of 284, 63.7% of his passes. He's completing 2,311 yards, 18 touchdowns, 6 interceptions, 101.4 rating. Well, I think what it comes down with Lamar is what he's going to do with his legs. I don't really see this as a game that Baltimore is going to really air the ball. I mean, they're going to pass it, but I don't really think this, you know, they're going to air the ball out on this. I think he's going to turn around, give it to Henry, and if the running game is really working, that's going to lead to a lot of play action passes and some easy completions. So I mean, Lamar is definitely not making this game easier. Because you would at least want to see Hentley because that would kind of cut down on their passing game. But with Lamar, the whole offense is open. I mean, now he may not run as much, but as far as their passing game, I mean, everything is open. They're going to trust him to pass it. So if the running game is doing what it do, this is going to be another element that the Steelers are going to have to deal with. Op number two, which probably should have been op number one, is Derrick Henry. Um, look for him to have at least 30 carries this game. I think if he gets anything under that, I think Harbaugh probably will be left in Pittsburgh. He's not going to want to take that flight back to Baltimore because I know the fans will be waiting on him. So I think this game here, you're going to get a heavy dose of Derrick Henry. Looking at his numbers, 287 carries, 1,469 yards, a 5.1 average, 16 touchdowns, 15 receptions, 150 yards, and a 10.0 average. But he's going to run the ball. I mean, that's nothing more to be said about it. Derrick Henry is going to get 30 plus carries in this game, and you're going to have to deal with that. You're going to have to deal with him. Then you're going to have to deal with Lamar as far as if he decides to run. I don't know how much running he'll do, but like I say, if the run game is working well for them, that's going to open up the pass game, a lot of play action. So, with that said, you're going to get a lot of Derrick Henry this game. And number three, Zay Flowers. And I know the Baltimore used the tight end a lot, but I think Flowers could be a big weapon for the Ravens, especially if the running game is going, because a lot of those play action, them medium routes, he's good at finding, especially in the zone. He's good at finding, the openings and at least moving the chains because Baltimore is really not a team you want to play man coverage on just because, and a lot of that just got to do with Lamar because you're playing man coverage and you got your back turned, Lamar's going to take off on you. So a lot of teams want to play zone against Baltimore so you can be facing Lamar and keep your eye on him. But I think that's the strength of Flowers is he can kind of get in those zones and make some things happen. So I'm gonna say right now he's gonna be number two for me, and I think he's gonna be a guy that the Steelers definitely gonna have to keep an eye on. Yolanda. Hey, Yolanda does not like Harbaugh. She says you leave him. But you know what, Yolanda, this may be the end for either Harbaugh or Mike Tomlin. To me, and I caught a lot of flack for saying this, I truly believe Harbaugh got a little bit more stable ground than Tomlin just for the fact of um, he still got the excuse that his quarterback been hurt pretty much all year. I mean, he might do some diabolical things sometimes, but at the end of the day, his quarterback has been hurt. Tomlin is no excuse. It's really no excuses. They ain't gave him everything that he needed, and you know, the thing around Pittsburgh is where the Rooney's don't fire a coach and this and that, and I don't believe that Tomlin would be a Black Monday type of firing, but I think at this point it would be a situation where it'll be a meeting and it'll be an announcement that he's leaving, but I think he may get the boot out the door if this one goes sideways. Now I will say this: if Baltimore comes up to Pittsburgh and get their doors blown off, then yeah, I can see Harbaugh out of there. But if it's a tough if it's a tough fought game and it comes down to the wire, I hate to say, but I think you're gonna have Harbaugh at least one more year. But we'll see. We'll see. So with that said, let's move over to the well let's talk about Flowers' record. His stats: 82 receptions, 1100. I mean, 1,073 yards and a 13.1 average and 3 touchdowns. So like I say, I think he can be a kind of a thorn in the Steelers side, especially if things don't uh, go right for the Steelers, and in that passing game, and that running game is really going good. Yeah, Flowers is gonna make some plays because, like I said, that play action is gonna be there, and they're gonna make it happen for him. I think. All right, let's move over to the defensive side. Uh, Rokon Smith. Now, I don't really think he's having a good year. I mean, he's he's doing okay, but it don't seem like he's really having a monster year. I don't know if he may be somewhat injured or something, or dealt with something, but these numbers are kind of modest for him. I think he got 127 tackles, 5 tackles for loss, 3 pass defense, 1 forced fumble. It just seems like a lot of the games you really don't hear. I mean, I guess he is making plays when you look at his numbers and look at his tackle numbers, but it just seems like it's kind of real quiet. So I don't really know what's going on with Mr. Smith, but he's gonna be right there in the middle. Um, he's gonna be looking to stop the Steelers' run game if the Steelers commit to it, which I think they're gonna have to commit to it because at this point they don't really have anything else. Um, Even though I think the Steelers will get their tight ends, especially Fryermuth. I think they're going to get them involved a little bit, and I think Smith can be beaten in the pass game, especially you get him out there and get him covering. I think he can. You can definitely make some plays on him there, and we'll see. All right, I think this is the best player on the defense right here. Safety Kyle Hamilton. To me, he's a stud. Um, I think I like to say that you're gonna see him close to the line of scrimmage, and he's gonna be up there to help the stop the run game. Like I say, I don't really think at this point they're gonna respect the Steelers' passing game too much. I can almost see Baltimore going man coverage on the Steelers receivers, and maybe let Hamilton drop down in the box to help stop the run. His numbers: 96 tackles, 1 sack, 7 pass defense, 2 forced fumbles, 8 8 pass defense, 7 tackles for loss, 2 forced fumbles. So I think they're going to use him as a run stopper in this game, and I think if they feel like they can get that done, they can really limit the Steelers and make them one dimensional. We're really not even one dimensional, no dimensional, if that's a word, because like I say, I don't think they're gonna respect the passing game, and they just gonna look to try to smother their run game. Then the last guy, corner Nate Wiggins. I think he had a solid year. I thought he had a solid year. 72 tackles, 2 tackles for loss, 12 pass defense, and 3 interceptions. Um, I'm assuming. I mean, they're gonna have so many options because without Metcalf in there, I mean, I guess you put Wiggins on Thielen, I guess. And then they probably, and Thielen is not a man beater receiver, especially at this point in his career. Now he can work a little bit with the zone defense, but if you man him up, he's not going to really do too much. So I think they might just use Wiggins to just totally eliminate him. And then I guess Humphreys will probably be on MVS, eliminate him, and then they just had to deal with the tight end. So it's gonna be, like I say, this is a tough game, especially without Metcalf. So that's the ops for the Baltimore Ravens. These are the guys that I think that's going to give Steelers some headaches. And with that said, we'll see. We'll talk about the matchups tomorrow, and we'll kind of get into that. But until then, take care. Talk to you later. Happy New Year's. Hope everybody had a safe holiday and bought the new year in good. And maybe for the Steelers, maybe the Steelers start this off as a good year for us. And I know the Raven fans is wishing the same, for their team. So until then, talk to you guys later. Take care. Bye bye.